Okay, so hey guys, and today I'm back with a Star Wars movie review, and this time it is Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. So let's begin the review. Okay, so first let's talk about the characters of this movie. I would actually say that they improved Rey in The Last Jedi because at least she doesn't easily defeat such a powerful Force user like Snoke like she defeated Kylo Ren. However, her character still wasn't all that interesting in this movie, and her parents being nobodies makes the sequel trilogy even more pointless. Why is this in the Skywalker saga again? And no, Kylo Ren is either a Ren or a Solo, not a Skywalker. And he's not even the protagonist. The protagonist is a freaking nobody. What is the point of this trilogy? What is the point of Rey? Speaking about Kylo Ren, he absolutely went downhill in this movie. First they destroy his school mask, and then they try to ship Rey and Kylo for some reason, and then they just make a fool out of him in his battle with Luke. The big brain purple haired commander came out of nowhere, and she probably thinks she's a strategic genius or something when she's not. She almost destroyed the Rebels ripoff, and her hyperspace thingy was a nice visual, but as many people have pointed out, it breaks Star Wars lore, and also Admiral Akbar could have been a better option for that scene. Yes, I seriously prefer what happened in this movie is how it should have ended over the thing that happened in the actual movie. Okay, so now let's talk about Rose Tico. If you saw the entire Star Wars The Last Jedi red carpet live stream, which I did before this movie's release, you could see the excitement that Kelly Marie Tran had for this character and the movie. And it honestly really makes me sad that her character wasn't very well received. Even though I don't think Rose is a good character, I still don't hate her character or even dislike it just because of Kelly Marie Tran's excitement for it. Anyways, let's talk about Leia. And this is where I will disagree with the people who don't like The Last Jedi. I honestly thought that the quote-unquote Leia Mary Poppins scene was awesome. Why? Well, because Leia knowing how to use the Force has been hinted to us from Return of the Jedi or maybe even Empire when Yoda said no, there is another. And seeing her finally use the Force was really mind-blowing. And yes, I will accept that it's kinda cringy, but I can overlook that because come on, it's Leia using the freaking Force! Okay, so now let's talk about Luke. He's now this grumpy old grandpa who drinks green milk. I mean, I don't hate the fact that he drank green milk since it's a reference to A New Hope's blue milk, but I hate that creature he took the milk from. What in the world is that? Him training Rey was honestly pretty boring to see, which is surprising because I really enjoyed Yoda training Luke in Empire. Speaking of Yoda, he makes a surprise cameo in this movie and I really liked it. Here is a subversion of expectation done right. Finally, seeing Yoda interact with Luke once again was nice, but what's not nice is Canto Bight. I was so excited for this planet because it looked really nice in the trailers, but oh my god, little did I know that this planet would provide us the most boring scenes of this movie. I guess they were trying to replicate Empire like Rey's training instead of Luke, and Rose and Finn are on a side quest like Han and Leia, but that failed miserably. So we get to see Snoke in person this time. Seeing him in the first movie as a hologram and now in person. The sequel trilogy really likes copying the original one, I guess. I will give Snoke one thing though. His throne room rocks. That vibrant red color looks really cool to be honest. But what's not cool is Snoke dying. Yes, that death did surprise me and many others. But was getting that 2-second reaction out of us worth ruining the entire story? No, this is a version of expectation done wrong, and Kylo and Rey team up to defeat his guards after that, and this fight was pretty nice to see on the big screen, but Twitter ruined it for me. Some person had to point out all the flaws with this fight, and that person ruined this fight for me. Now whenever I watch this fight, I can't help but notice the flaws. Disney has a lightsaber duel problem. Seriously, is Disney trying to replicate the original trilogy's lightsaber dueling too? Why? The lightsaber duels were the strong point of the prequel trilogy for most people, and can you imagine what Disney could have given us if they tried to copy the prequel style? They did give us some fast-paced lightsaber action in Rogue One, and that turned out to be so awesome. Why can't Disney do that same thing with a duel instead of Darth Vader mercilessly slaughtering poor rebels? This was so underwhelming, and this is the moment I got angry. Yeah, Snoke getting killed, mildly frustrating, but okay, I guess Kylo is going to replace him. Rey having nobodies as parents, I guess Rey will be her own thing then. But this? After so much build-up, they give us this? Pathetic. Okay, so now let's talk about the biggest plus point of this movie. It's a visual treat. Even if you hate this movie, you cannot deny that it looks gorgeous. In fact, the visuals are the reason that the trailers for this movie got me hyped, even though The Force Awakens had let me down. I thought that since another person was directing it this time and since the visuals looked amazing in the trailers, it must be a more ambitious project. But this movie taught me to never be hyped for Disney Star Wars ever again. To be honest, the sequel trilogy isn't even in my headcanon, and while that may seem like a very childish thing to do, I just don't like the idea of dragging on Star Wars after episode 6. I just think that Disney should stick with Star Wars stories. Rogue One was amazing and Solo was pretty good, but the sequel trilogy itself is such a disaster. Rating 5.5 out of 10. Best moment, Yoda's cameo. Okay, so yeah guys, and that was it for the video, and yeah, I like this movie more than The Force Awakens. Why? Well, because I respect the fact that they at least try to do something like subverting our expectations instead of playing it safe. Same reason why I like YouTube Rewind 2018 more than Rewind 2019. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course subscribe, and so yeah guys, bye!